The battle begins.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series Season 16, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, my little MMR thing says NGS 15, so I assume we're in Season 16. Anyways, left-hand side, we got Gen.M Esports. We've got Infofox on Diablo, Leo to play Dahaka. Patience will be on Brightwing. Duff McWhalen playing Tychus and Majesty on Chromie. To the right, it's Enemy on Screen. We're looking at a Masterfish Blaze, Patches Cassia, Devo on Junkrat, Big Wiz playing Leoric, and Blue on Stukov. Let's go ahead and get our prediction going. Which team will summon the first Garden Terror? That means they got to get 3 seeds, and the Garden Terror has to be won by them. So that is the channel prediction going on for this game. If you know the results, you're welcome to gamble, and just don't spoil it. Also, as a reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe on that channel as we're trying to grow the YouTube, as well as hope you're enjoying over there. Likes and comments and blah, blah, blah help our metrics, so yeah. Thanks everyone. If you're watching on Twitch, I love you. Big Wiz. Gotta get picked up first here. Phase shift onto, I believe, the Diablo. Concussion Mine splits Leo. Essence will be utilized as well. There was a burrow for a second to slow onto Leo, and I can't believe it. They're gonna make it out alive. Big Wiz has a Drain Hope on Diablo. He's gonna try and break vision with the bush, but unfortunately Diablo goes down, and it's a trade here early on for map number 1 in our second best of 3 of the day. Division A of NGS of Gen.M Esports versus Enemy on Screen. Bottom lane, bit of poke from Brightwing and Chromie. Could not remember her name. Kept wanting to say Cassia. Which, speaking of, Cassia will be grabbing a camp on the right-hand side. Big brain on Big Wiz. If you don't die on Leoric, you can't use your passive. That's a really good point, Kess. Man, you should be the one commentating. What am I doing? Three apiece at our levels. The bottom lane is still being sieged in by Chromie. Majesty avoiding and sidestepping the concussion mine from Devo. Junkrat with a little more poke out from his frag launcher. Did go into, it's not Boom Pow, it's Blow Him Up. And Enemy Heroes with Concussion Mine or Steel Trap causes Junkrat to deal 25% more damage with basic attacks and basic abilities for 6 seconds. So good bursting burst ability with him on that. You're helping. Oh, you are, Kess. I appreciate it. My co-commentator's currently taking a nap next to me, so all the assistance is appreciated. I asked my co-commentator what season of NGS is, and he just stared at me. Can you believe that? Can you believe Bandit doesn't know what season it is for NGS? Oh my god. Leo sidesteps, I guess Leo Rice, let's say that, because there is a Leoric right there. But Leo Rice on Dahaka, trying to clear things out in top lane, and Big Wiz on Leoric, not able to get these Drain Hopes out in time. A drag will connect, but I don't think that's going to kill Leoric. He's going to tank a ton of damage from those 2 towers, but luckily his Wraithwalk is enough and he's able to disengage. Siege Giant in top lane. It's going to poke on this tower still. Dahaka not able to clear this out. Excuse me, in time. Needs just one more toss, and you can't compete with Bandit, the bestest co-commentator ever. That is true. That is true. When I worked with Trixler in Germany, he was like, "How was it to work with me as a co-commentator?" I was like, "Honestly, you're just not a dog." And he was like, "Damn, you're right. I can't compete with animals." You can ask him. He won't remember. 7 talent tier will be here soon for both sides. We got Tychus with In the Rhythm level 4. Little math stats for all of you. Basic, or I guess little stats for In the Rhythm. Basic minigun timing is 3 seconds, and the amount you increase is by 0.03 seconds. So if you're at 50 stacks, you increase your minigun by 1.4 or 1.5 seconds. You're at 4.5 total. So at 100 stacks, Tychus has effectively doubled his minigun time. That's the easy way to remember those things. 100 stacks, and Tychus has 6 seconds of minigun time. You can kind of go up and down from that. Concussion Mine splits the Diablo away. They're going to stop channeling onto the objective. Majesty gets the phase shift from Patience just in time. And another Fire Stomp out from Diablo. Checking really quickly yet, is Soul to Flame and Eternal Flames as well at 4 and 7. So Diablo really, really wants to try and get these angles, and is going to go for another Fire Stomp, and he gets the interrupt onto Patches. A Brush Stroke in from Leo Rice. Dahaka looking for a drag here, lands it onto Cassia. She's got some healing from the Stukov apply, but it's not going to be enough as Chromie zones away Blue with a few more sand drops, taking the enemy team to the beach right now with those deep breaths. Oh, no, that's not right. Dragon Breath. Deep Breath is level 1 questing. God dang it, Bobby. New habits on Blaze, though. 6 out of 15 for him. 11 out of 15 for the Stukov on the Fetid Touch, level 1. And Diablo could get a 1 good Fire Stomp here. Just needs 2 minions to die, and he's going to easily be able to finish this out. Fox able to get those last few souls. And we got 10 talents here right around the corner, so you know what we like to do, chat. We like to cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of the damage, healing, experience. Morbius Loop for Chromie at level 5, level 7, however you want to split it for her. Oops. Sorry, my mug kind of stuck to my little heater plate. Ooh, a little bit of a fight in mid. No, there's not. There's just a camp clear in mid lane. Though Chromie might be caught out in bottom lane. Oh, Chromie gets back behind the gate just in time. I think there was a read. There was communication from Diablo. He was chilling here. He must have been like, they're moving south, Chromie, run! Apocalypse, Isolation, Blink Heal, Commandeer Odin, and Slowing Sands. We've already seen the Slowing Sands for a little bit. Diablo trying to tank some shots. Blaze with an Oil Slick and an Ignite right after that. Sorry, I'm trying to look at everything right now as a drag will connect from Dahaka. The Garden Terror goes over to the side of Gen.M Esports. And it will be enemy on screen losing 2 members. 3 members right as the Garden Terror gets into lane. Leorc will have to clear out top lane on his own, but mid lane, I think, is all but gone. Bottom lane, oh no, Diablo. This is patches between a Chromie and a Diablo. Shadow Charge. Phase shift from Brightwing. Here comes Tychus. There will be a blind onto him, but he still continues to dash up, and Patches gonna be going down. In totality, they pick up a as well as the Garden Terror phase. Gen.M Esports pushing with their Garden Terrors. Tessa, what? Chromie got behind the gate just in time. Oh, I see what you did there! Fetid Touch is completed. You have the cooldown reduction and removed mana cost. By the way, the cooldown reduction, basically, it halves the cooldown of Weighted Pustule. So you go from a 10 to a 5-second cooldown. Some of the verbiage and some of the things that were created for Heroes of the Storm, it feels like they were created by multiple different... Like obviously there's multiple different devs, but it was almost like multiple different teams with ways they wanted to do things. Because there's some things that you look at where it'll be like passive, this. Hold on, I'm trying to find one really quickly. So like here, so some towns would say passive, collecting regeneration globes reduce the cooldown of Pyromania by 6 seconds. And then some of them are just like, nope, this is just what it does. Like it's weird, the phrasing on some things. It's written and displayed one way, and it's different others. I'm trying to find a good example. Here's a good example actually right there. It's all over the place, man. Apocalypse from Diablo. Big surprise on a game Blizzard gave up on. Valkyrie from Cassia pulling Chromie around. Majesty is trying to back away, trying to throw some sand back. Devo poking in from the low side of this lane. Commandeer Odin getting some good damage. They trade Brightwing for Leorc right now. The camp's still stolen away by the side of Gen.M Esports. Good invade, good aggression. A drag from Dahaka could be available into Devo, and yes, it's right there, it's right now, and they get the kill right into Junkrat. Patches trying to back away. Fire Stomp's continuing out from Diablo. Tychus dashes forward. The blinds are enough. No, the blinds are not enough. Blaze gets a jet propulsion, and Duff, oh, he's fine. They don't use consistent dictionary. Exactly, yeah, exactly. It feels like it's so interesting the way that like things are written Because you also get, you'll get questing talent stuff like this where it will say, like, passive, but then there's sometimes where it's written like this. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. Oh, man. You know what else is interesting? The level of copium you see on the Reddit threads for Heroes of the Storm.
Shouldn't you be gathering that
Like,
seed?
I'm not exaggerating when I saw someone early, like it was yesterday or the day before, and I rolled my eyes so hard I almost fell out of bed. Someone was like, if all other Blizzard IPs fail, do you think Heroes has a chance? And I was like, what? Because the guy was like, I don't really care for World of Warcraft. Overwatch is dead. Diablo's pretty boring. And I was like, what? And it's like, it wasn't like a shitpost. Like, this person was 100% like, oh yeah, man. Like, WoW's gonna fail. Diablo's not that good. They're gonna focus on Heroes. Shit. Oh god. Anyway, 16 talents here about to be here for the side of Gen.M Esports. We'll have 9-2 in kills, and so far a dominant play from our blue team as they may be picking up their second seed here. I was gonna mention 16 talents here advantage once again, and I don't think enemy on screen wants to step into this. I do like Dahaka right now. Split pushing in the top lane. Sorry, I drank way too much tea too fast. Dahaka split pushing in the top lane. He probably has brush stock off cooldown. Indeed, he does. So he could have jumped into this team fight if necessary. But Leorc's up there. They're just soaking safely. You can even see Master Fish doesn't want to step too far out here. Just going to wait for waves to crash in. Stepping too far out could just yield another kill over to the enemy side. So, yeah, you're giving over camps and stuff, but this is just you either turtle up or you just feed and then the game goes faster to the enemy. Oh, Devo is fine for the time being. Flailing Swipes will be activated by Blue, pushing back. The Concussion Mine does save Devo for now. Good healing over time applied, but needs that to actually trigger through. Junkrat poking out here and there. No level 16, so no upgrade onto his frag launcher grenades. Gonna look for as much damage as possible with the Riptire, but it expires before finding any value. I think it was polymorphed by the Brightwing so they could take it down, and if it is polymorphed, it can't be activated or blown up. I mean, you can't blow up a crab. You wouldn't blow up a crab. Apocalypse from Diablo. Drag into Leorc as well. Big was getting a little bit low here. Commandeero still rocketing in some great damage with the Annihilation and Ragnarok missiles. Leorc will be the one to fall. Diablo traded, but here comes a Cassia kill as well. Diablo Soul's expended. He's 0 seconds from respawn. He's already back at it again. Gonna run straight at the objective phase, but Dahaka's like, dude, I got brush stock. I'm already here. Let's see, if a company is failing, that's when they turn back and revive their abandoned projects. Yep. Makes sense to me. Yeah, that's why Wisdom, you know, they brought back the land that they promised. Oh, sadness. Well, the mid lane Garden Terror continues to shove in here. Chromie slowing Sands, creating a bit of an awkward step in for Blaze right now. 16's equal in talent here at least. Leorc trying to Wraith walk through the enemy. Does have the ominous Wraith Royal focus, but it's not going to do much as his body is destroyed. There goes Stukov as well. This might be the push to end with the second Garden Terror phase. I mean, we had 6 seeds back to 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 the side of Gen.M Esports. A Valkyrie pulls Diablo out of position. A Riptire comes through onto the enemy. Blaze hits the enemy group with a Jet Propulsion, but Diablo says, I got some damage, but not enough to get a kill onto you. Garden Terror in mid expires, but here's another Commandeero. No level 20. You still got those Ragnarok missiles. You still have the Annihilation, and you still got fantastic damage. This will be map number 1 of our second best of 3 here in Division A, going over to the side of Gen.M Esports. A very strong map number 1 to kick off their season here in NGS Season 16. So it's NGS underscore MMR 16. Upgrade. No, I just want to make a link. How do create new? Link. There we go. Long link. NGS 16. Back half. NGS underscore MMR 16. Create. Copy. Nightbot. Custom. MMRNG. Oh. MMR. Oh, okay. And there we go. All right, cool. It is it's updated. Cool. There you go. If you want to know the MMR caps for the season, that is updated. Sorry, it took me a second there. There's talents if you want to see them. Okay. Hope you're enjoying the games, everybody. Hope you're having a good time. I'm going to go ahead and get into our next map in a minute or so here. Let's go ahead and quickly update our scores. Get ourselves set up for the next map. And we can also get ourselves a gamble going. So we're going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen for our next map here. Man, we have been... Wait, it's already been an hour and a half of stream? Man, today is rolling on by. Looks like players did swap sides. My favorite thing in the world. Yeah, they did swap sides. Alright, let's update the scores properly for the sides that they'll be on. And we'll make a little prediction for this next game. Let's see. I think that scaling looks good for that side. Just scale down this one to match. That looks good enough. Cool. Alright. Oh, we can do, yeah, we'll do, Gul'dan. Gul'dan's gonna do Echoed Corruption at level 1, so we'll say, does Gul'dan finish level 1 stacking? Yes. Completed quest? No. Incomplete quest. Alrighty. 2 minutes on that bad boy, and we'll go ahead and get ourselves in the next game. Let's do it. Looks like ads are just about finished up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series Division A matchup of Gen.M Esports versus Enemy on Screen. The teams did swap sides. A little heads up if you are going to take part in the gamble. But on the left-hand side, we have Enemy on Screen looking to take us to a map number 3 through Tomb of the Spider Queen. Didn't we just see this earlier? We have Uther, played by Big Wiz, Devo on Gul'dan, Patches on Greymane, Blue on the Anduin, and last but not least, Masterfish to play Joanna. Over on the side of Gen.M Esports, looking for a quick 2-0. We have Infofox on this Garrosh, Patience to play Brightwing, Majesty on Junkrat, Duff McWhalen on Tychus, and Leo Rice to play Blaze. As I mentioned, we got a little fun gamble going on. Will Gul'dan finish his level 1 questing talent by the end of the game? Echoed Corruption needs 40 stacks on enemy heroes. So the question I pose to you is, will he finish that quest or not? He just got 1 stack. Obviously, that means he's going to finish it. He only needs to get 1 so he gets 1 stack every 17 seconds. There you go. But the gamble's up and available if you'd like to participate as we move into Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 2, in our second best of 3 of the day. Garrosh gets a nice triple groundbreaker at the start. 5,600 on the Gul'dan to finish. Do we got any doubters to play the odds? Little Tychus poke in here as well. Joanna steps forward for the regeneration globe. That's going to be a toss onto Masterfish once again. Leap of faith. Masterfish getting pulled and pushed and... I wouldn't say played. Not able to really play the game much if you're kind of getting CC'd back and forth even with your ally pull right there. All right, we got a small little amount on him not finishing the quest, so we'll see if that actually happens or not, but we got odds, and that's always good. Another good groundbreaker down from Garrosh. He's at 8 stacks. Leo Rice gets a huge jet propulsion as Blaze. 7 HP on Master Fish, but the Junkrat grenade is going to be enough splash damage off the gate to get the kill. A Divine Star from Anduin almost takes down Duff McWhalen. And the ally toss is also used by Garrosh. Okay. 9 stacks for Gul'dan currently. Seeming very doable here. A little bit of poke here and there with those fell flames. Big Wiz getting low, getting a little scary here. Majesty getting pulled in by the Joanna, needs to concussion mine away. 170 something HP is as low as I saw it go, but it might have been even lower than that, around 160-ish before it shows. Phase shift from Brightwing just right in front of the fort front gate, and this Gul'dan is stacking quite quickly here. 14 stacks already here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 2. Greymane down in bottom lane. We haven't really seen a solo lane Greymane in a very long time, so curious as to how this is going to work out. I actually want to kind of focus on this for a little bit. I know the fun is in the rotations from top to mid, but usually kind of this range into melee is often difficult on the melee side of things. And it looks like Greymane he's doing a pretty good job. Nice stun from Uther. Patch is tanking tower shots, gets a heal in time, and has to back away. One more auto would have been enough. And the Gul'dan splash doesn't connect either. Oh, that's a rough go for Greymane right there. As a reminder, players did swap sides if you're like, wait a minute. Who's on what side? I just saw Majesty on the other team. This is swap sides from both teams as we got into map number 2 of the second best of 3 of the day. More poke out from Gul'dan. Uther with a stun immediately, and Brightwing with the soothing mist. Is it enough? Patience trying to back out of this, and yes! Tychus' auto attack pushes back. The enemy was just sounded like Abathur all of a sudden. It was super weird. I think Blaze will finish out the bottom lane camp uninterrupted. Neither team with enough for a turn-in. We've got... actually, we're 2 gems away on the right-hand side, and we are 5 gems away on the left-hand side. Getting quite close, but of course... Ooh, nice. Garrosh Groundbreaker with the Indomitable, able to step up and finish that one out. Has the cooldown reduction and the damage over time. Tychus looking to chunk into Master Fish here. Minigun was active for a few seconds. There's the overkill. Anduin tossed out of position. Blue is dead. Nicely done. Brightwing gets the final auto attack on that one, and that pushes the side of Gen.M Esports into 7 talent tier. About a level lead for this team. Just checking onto that bottom lane really quickly, seeing how Greymane's working out. Seems to be doing fine, soaking up for his team. Maybe makes a rotation into mid. 19 gems currently. Actually, who's holding what? Got a bit of a split on everyone, but the vast majority for the left-hand side going to be Greymane, Joanna. For the right, it's going to be, well, it's Junkrat right now, as he's got 12. And they only need one more on Patience. The Brightwing does have that. Here come the big, bad red webweavers for the side of Gen.M Esports. Stun from Uther, a lot of damage onto Joanna. Phase shift onto Majesty will be utilized. Devo does have that reduced healing from his level 7, if I'm not mistaken. Hunger for power. Yeah, you're trading spell power for, or you're trading healing. You're taking a healing debuff for a spell power buff. Stun from Uther right into Fox here. Garrosh looking to step in and look for a groundbreaker or something, but keeps getting poked at by Gul'dan. 31 stacks on that Echoed Corruption level 1. Necrotic wave out from the Webweaver, I guess Death Wave as I think it's actually called. Big Wiz getting poked at here and there from Junkrats. Frag launcher grenades. Got to be careful for that final grenade as well. Concussion Mine splits the Anduin into the trap from the toss, and that's a kill into Anduin. Extra wound timers. The final grenade launch from Frag launcher deals 120% bonus damage. So you got to be careful about that. I've definitely not respected the Junkrat in the past and got blown up by that by just a sliver extra damage. Another concussion mine, this time gonna get Big Wiz. Man, great fishing from Majesty. Majesty with these concussion mine pulls have yielded a bunch of good kills for their team. 61 gems in the pocket of enemy on screen. They've already got 10 turned in. Who's actually holding what? So between Greymane and Joanna need to be the ones to turn in here. On the opposing side, it's 50 out of the 55 in the pockets of Gen.M Esports. I'll look to get those last few in. Garrosh is holding his level 10. Probably going to be Warlord's Challenge. We got Draken, Laser Drill, Bunker, Riptire, and a Blink Heal. Well, there's the Warlord's Challenge. Decimate's always fun. Decimate's always a good time. But it just seems like locking people in place with a sort of a toss Groundbreaker Warlord's Challenge in the mid-air that's just going to be a nice combo. Speaking of nice things for the side of Gen.M Esports, they will pick up enough gems for a turn in here. Leo sidesteps the piercing light, or the chastise from Anduin. No kill. Good little wiggle from Blaze. Good little wiggle avoiding that CC. Could have been a potential kill into him. By the way, Anduin blessed recovery at level 7. And seeing that pop up a bit. Well, Tychus activates his minigun. He's got that red glow. Leo Rice gets a few more gems turned in. Gul'dan in bottom lane, 37 stacks currently. Big Wiz is going to be picked and pulled, but not departed. Still getting poked at here. Another concussion mine, and Big Wiz is over on the other side of the wall. Horrified from Gul'dan will pull Leo. Oh my god, Blaze has a sliver of HP. There's no way he makes it out as alive. They do take down Blaze. Garrosh in a really rough spot. The Draken Laser Drill just not getting as much damage as they want. Yes, they take down Joanna, but I think the gems will be picked up. Actually, there's a lot of gems not being picked up currently. All right, Joanna gets a good amount of those gems picked back up. Gul'dan does finish out his Echo Corruption level 1. 7 minutes and 40 seconds in, so the Believers, you can feel safe with your money. And Doubters, I'm sorry, you lost 238. Bottom lane fort is gone. Mid lane fort already taken out as well. It's 2 to 6 in kills, and more structures down, favoring the side of Gen.M Esports. This web waver in bottom is fairly healthy. They don't have back-to-back turn-ins. No, but look at the enemy team. 87, 95, a lot of gems. 99 gems. And not a single turn-in yet. That's the big thing to note. They're still on their first turn-in because of that 50 mark. We've had 2 web weaver summons to the side of Gen.M Esports. One more gem. Greymane's got, well, he actually already has the turn-in. Devo and Patches have the turn-in. Junkrat maybe poking out here. Garrosh is anchoring on the north side. Stun from Uther. Devo looking for the turn-in. Garrosh will have an interrupt. Bunker comes down from Blaze as the Divine Shield will be used on 2. Greymane. A Light Bomb from Anduin. A Warlord Challenge answered by Greymane. A Falling Sword from Master Fish as the Riptire from Junkrat pokes onto the enemy. Greymane, who has his Inner Beast active, trying to poke onto enemies as well, keeping that auto attack buff available. Draken Laser Drill down from Tychus. Patches getting low here. Draken Laser Drill being microed around. A Horrify peels Gul'dan, or peels Tychus away. Patches with some 20 HP does not go down. Uther will be the one to fall. A toss onto Majesty. Jet Propulsion from Blaze says hello. Draken Laser Drill's hitting a minion wave. Uther's Ghost Heals do expire, and Blue, with 130-something HP, is able to back away. Holy crap, I can't believe it. Only one to be... I guess it's a trade. A 1-for-1. No gems lost. Nicely done from enemy on screen. Uther gets the respawns. 13 talent tier on both sides. How does it all work out? Still 40 gems needed. Gonna see a little bit of a drop-off from the side of Gen.M Esports. Masterfish, Polymorphed, Warlord's Challenge did it. A Light Bomb from Anduin is going to be the answer back into Garrosh. Riptire from Junkrat. There's a Falling Sword Joanna. A little bit. Oh, huge Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Divine Shield activated onto Joanna as well. Big was trying to back off, but that is a dead Uther on the right side of our screen. No, the Anduin gets the Leap of Faith in time. And now Master Fish is in a bit of a bad spot. Oh my god, a huge Horrify. Blaze still has the damage. Patches drops 50 gems. The vast majority are picked up. Devo with some 78. Polymorph into Anduin. He's going to be burned down by the bunker. Gul'dan still trying to poke here on the north side of the engagement. Master Fish gonna get chased down here, I do think. Anduin with a little bit of damage threatening onto Leo Rice, but a triple kill still achieved by the side of Gen.M Esports, and that's gonna be some, I don't know, 19, 18 gems were dropped or something like that, so not the worst in the world, and a few more were picked up from those kills from Gen.M Esports and the minion waves available. Boss is up if they want to consider this, but Uther about to respawn, Joanna up in 9. I think they just go for the safe play and look for the fort here in the top lane, and this will also give a passive experience buff, a little bit of experience from the structure, closes their increases the experience gap between teams, but gets Gen.M Esports closer to 16 talent here. Good control so far. They've lost a few fights, but they don't seem to be bad. They don't seem to be massive losses. Like there was that kind of a flubbed fight in the mid lane where a couple of people got locked up against the wall. Blaze was over here. The Draken, like Garrosh was in a really rough spot, and Tychus got shredded as well. But overall, I mean, like, that wasn't that bad. After that, what did they lose? Nothing. Piercing Light is completed by Anduin. Oh, how did I manage to do that? I thought I was holding control. There we go. Gotta pull away the talents for a second. No web weavers to be summoned still on the side of enemy on screen. Gen.M Esports pushing in through mid. I do believe Junkrat grabbed the Siege Giant for the bottom lane. Horrify from Gul'dan feels more defensive than anything else. And now, is there considerations like, hey, they don't have Horrify. They don't have boss control. Could we look for that? Blaze goes to top lane to keep soaking up and pushing things in. Greymane working on bottom. He is seen on the minion wave. That is a concussion mine. Forces the leap of faith from Anduin. Also, we see the Indomitable activated by Fox. Huge jet propulsion. Joanna already used her Iron Skin as well. Riptire from Junkrat. And that's kill into Uther. He's got some ghost heals for the moment. Patches rotates in, another concussion mine. Joanna's force use falling sword. Greymane goes in, looking for Duff, but can't find the kill. Uther ghost healing has expired. Garrosh still looking for blood crazes and healing, and a nice pull once again. The members of Gen.M Esports with these concussion mines, man. Good Junkrat play, gotta say. Gotta say, good Junkrat play for Gen.M Esports. They've got a beautiful fishing composition. Concussion Mine or toss into Concussion Mine or toss, and Polymorph to follow up. Jet Propulsion from Blaze when available, and Tychus just shredding. Level 16 Critterize helps out a ton as well to reduce the armor by 25, excuse me. Enough for a turn-in, so they might go for boss plus turn-in while the enemy's busy in mid lane. Let's actually check the vision. So they see 1, 2, 3 in mid. I think they did see someone in top for a second. I think they saw Greymane there. On the opposing side, it's just going to be wave clear. 1, 2 showing in bottom lane. 3 will be there. They're watching maybe Devo a little bit with those 88 gems, the vast majority of the turn-in. As long as they can see Gul'dan popping up, they know, okay, there's no turn-in, because, I mean, Gul'dan's got the last bit. Oh, no invade in time. Sounded weird. Junkrat? Horrify doesn't get the hit they're looking for. Garrosh gets shredded down to 50%. A Light Bomb on Big Wiz gets a stun onto a few. There's also a Divine Shield onto Master Fish. Patches trying to roll away. Jet Propulsion says hello to the enemy team. Big Wiz goes down the low side of our screen as we get back into the top lane push with the Webweaver plus boss. Webweaver's descending into lane. Majesty jumps in with a concussion mine, trying to poke onto the enemy. Patches so very low. A couple hundred HP on that Greymane. Well, the boss has opened up the keep front gate for the side of Gen.M Esports, who are looking to make this a very quick map number 2. This is a huge potential game-ending push with no Uther for the next 20 seconds to defend. Patches around 400 HP. Needs to be careful of the Death Wave! Oh no! The Death Wave of the Webweaver gets the hit onto Greymane. He wasn't paying attention and does go down. Uther about to respawn in a few seconds. Master Fish is fine back into the Hall of Storms. Barely made it in. A toss onto blue. That's Anduin to fall. Draken Laser Drill still out, and that's going to be focused onto the core. The shielding is dropping. Another toss onto Big Wiz. It's a kill into Uther just as he respawns. Couldn't get the Divine Shield. And I do think with mid lane gone and bottom lane crumbling as well, a Joanna to fall, and Uther goes to go down once again. The members of Gen.M Esports take a dominant 2-0 in this best of 3 series here in the kickoff of NGS Season 16 Division A. That's really what NGS needs. NGS needs a separate category. They need a Canada division. Sorry. Beautiful fishing composition. Is this a subliminal message to get people to sub with Pride? Yes, it is. But also, it's 69,000 heroic damage for Junkrat, so very nice. No, I mean, honestly, like, it's a fishing composition. They throw out a concussion mine, they go fishing. But if you do have a Prime, you could use it here at twitch.tv/BahamutGaming. Get yourself ad-free viewing. Support Bandit.